you have a right to. That's supposed to be, right?
Do you think we should seek to make a society that's fair?
I think we should seek. Well, I would say in this society, in our society, like in the United States, I would say our society is quite fair.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, do you think a society should be fair?
Do I think a society should be fair? Yes, like the United States.
And do you think it's fair that some people are born with parents who are more wealthy? Excuse me. Do you think it's fair that some people are born with parents that are more wealthy than others and thus get to live a better life because of it? Do you think that's fair?
I don't think that's fair or unfair.
Oh, you don't think it's fair? And we should seek to make a society that's fair. Therefore, we should seek to make that fair.
Well, actually, I think that it is very unfair of the wealthy person's children, but not on the wealthy person. Okay.
It's unfair, and we should seek to make a society that's fair. So 100% inheritance tax. Nice.
I don't think it should be changed because wealthy.
You said earlier that you did.
Right? Wealthy people, right? They said. Wait, did I say that? You are.
Do you know what an economy of scale is? Do you know what an economy of scale is?
Oh my god, here we go.
Do you know what an economy of scale is?
Can we move on? Because I'm done talking about Amazon.
No, you can answer my question. Do you know what an economy of scale is?
I want to move on.
I want an answer. Do you know what an economy of scale is? Just say no.
Listen, do you know what a cock in your ass is?
Just say no.
Oh my goodness. Do you?
Just answer the question.
I bet you do.
This is you losing the debate. Hey bud, how's it going?
Hi.
What's up, champ? So what is the really stupid arguments you have against socialism? I want to hear them. Against socialism, correct.
Listen, against socialism.
Correct.
In general, what I always say is, if it proved to be an alternative to capitalism, we would be using it. Now, wouldn't we?
Oh, that's a great argument. Do you like gaming? Just curious. Do you like PC gaming?
Do I like PC games?
Yeah, do you know about graphics cards and stuff like that? If I gave you a graphics card analogy? Okay, good. So, I think that RTX cards are really cool. I think that these new ray tracing cards are very cool. But we aren't using them, correct? Do you follow along?
Okay.
Oh, because change has to happen over time, correct? Do you understand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if ray tracing is better than conventional graphics cards, why aren't we using those?
Well, okay.
Exactly. Yeah, your argument's shit. You're stupid.
Are those new graphic cards? They're available to buy, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay then. So you don't need, like, it's entirely up to people. It's entirely up to people to if they need or want the new fucking graphic card or don't.
So I'm sorry, you've lost me, bud. Your argument was that if socialism is good, why aren't we using it? So if these ray tracing cards are good, why aren't people already using them?
Well, it could be that people don't.
It's because change happens over time. It's because we can't instantly teleport to a better kind of society.
Well, eventually
do you advocate for any change at all?
Like, eventually.
Is there any aspect of society that makes you unhappy?
You know what? You're right. That's what happens in the technology field, like, of course. Like,
oh, it doesn't happen in the sociological field. Okay, I understand.
Right.
Then you can tell me. Is there any aspect of society you'd like to change?
Is there any aspect I'd like to change?
Correct.
I personally think that stuff is just fine in, like, the United States and, like, yeah. So
it's just fine in the United States. Is it different? Is it bad in other countries?
Yeah.
Oh, it's bad in other countries. Well, if it's bad, why is it like that? Why haven't they already fixed it if it's bad?
because they're idiots. I don't know. They don't. Many of them.
Do you see how your argument is incredibly stupid? So what you're saying is there is no problem. There are no issues with the current way the U.S. is run. There are none.
With capitalism versus socialism and communism, whatever. Listen, during the fucking Cold War, literally the whole world was watching the debate over it. And everybody had the opportunity, except for a few places.
This is just objectively incorrect. The idea that there wasn't any influence of the media. Hey, you can eat your microphone, but that's not going to make your arguments any less shit. Do you understand? So here's the issue. There has been media bias. There was plenty of propaganda on both sides. There was no debate. There was a red scare. The opinions were suppressed. The ones that disagree with you were suppressed. Do you understand?
That actually is true.
Yeah, it is. You're incredibly stupid. You have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm incredibly stupid. I'm not incredibly stupid. I very much know what I'm talking about.
Oh, so there was a free and even debate between the two ideas here in the West. That's why that communism lost, because there was no media bias. There was no like suppression of dissenting opinions.
I don't think that like socialism will ever totally take over capitalism, not even over time.
So like, you 300 years ago would have said the same thing about capitalism, I guess, right? That like capitalism will never take over feudalism. The mode of production can never change. It always has to be the exact same thing throughout all of history.
Capitalism proved to be a good alternative.
And feudalism proved to be a good alternative to slave society, and Go ahead, bud.
Socialism, proved to be a good alternative to capitalism.
Yes.
No,
yes. I have plenty of data to support the idea that socialism is better than capitalism. Do you want to read it?
I would say not only not yet, I would say not ever. I don't say whatever proves to be an alternative.
Do you want me to show you all of the data surrounding direct democracy, or all of the data surrounding employee ownership over the means of production? We could go through all of it. I have a huge file right here.
Oh, fuck you. Okay.
Oh, fuck my stats? Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, fuck you. But listen.
Gold. God tier roast. I feel very owned right now.
You're really giving me an answer as to
what?
Why everybody should just be socialist. You
want to move the goalpost? We can. Yeah, I've got plenty of data about why people should be socialist. Do you want to know?
Yeah, go.
Because controlling the means of production that you use to work will benefit you.
Controlling the means, bro.
Yes.
One central control of all that cannot better control the means of production than the free market could.
I'm a market socialist. I advocate for a free market and against planned centralization. I advocate for decentralized planning.
I thought you guys were communists.
I'm a Marxist.
You're Okay, so wasn't he the first communist fucker? So
no, he wasn't.
What you are?
No. Marx was not the first. The first was Henry de Saint-Simon. You're very wrong.
Okay. Well, he made it like really popular, but whatever. But you like
big brain.
What you're saying is contrary to Marx's ideas.
No, it wasn't. It is not. It is absolutely not contrary.
Right now,
I could pull you quotes from Marx saying that he favors labor vouchers, saying that those fit his. Yeah, saying that he favors labor vouchers, but he doesn't like many implementations, but they do fit his definition of communism.
They fit his vision of communism.
Yes. Which he used interchangeably with the term socialism. He didn't draw a distinction.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he used the term socialism and communism interchangeably. He didn't draw a distinction.
Well, there's actually a huge distinction, but okay.
In Marxism there is, because I can pull you quotes from Critique of the Gotha program if you want.
Socialist? Are you socialist or communist?
I'm a socialist. I'm a Marxist socialist.
So you're not. So Marxist socialist. Okay, so you're not as far communist as I thought up here.
Ah, yes. God tier. What do you think communism is?
What do you think communism is? A shithole?
Communism is when you have a shithole. So yes, obviously, by your definition of communism, I hate communism. I do not like having a shithole. But if you have a different definition of communism that you'd like to apply, we could use that too. We could see if I fit that definition.
Communism, everything is controlled by one fucking central, like, government, even though communism says
Nope, don't support
the need
that.
for government. Even though communism says the need for government will eventually go away somehow.
Do you mean the state will wither away? Do you know the difference between a state and a government?
Because if you want everybody to just work together and share everything like bitches, then you're gonna obviously need someone to force everyone to do that. Otherwise, human nature will take over, and that's also
the human nature argument. I've never heard this one before. I'll admit.
The problem with socialism, people are going to. I don't see how you would function without money, but people.
The no money is bad argument.
Something for themselves.
Do you know what labor vouchers are?
Let's hear you say what labor vouchers are. Go for it.
Is that you saying no? You don't know what labor vouchers are?
No, that's not me.
So you do know what labor vouchers are?
I want to hear what you say.
Do you know what labor vouchers are?
Why do you say something stupid?
Do you know what labor vouchers are?
Tell me what labor vouchers are. Go ahead.
So are you saying no? You don't know what labor vouchers are?
I'm not saying no. I don't know what labor vouchers are.
Oh boy. Oh shit. This is gonna be good. Okay. So yeah, labor vouchers are the idea that instead of trading with money, you trade with what's called a labor voucher. A labor voucher stores the value of your labor in a form that just verifies the fact that you've done some labor. The thing about labor vouchers is labor vouchers are authenticated with your name specifically, so you can't steal a labor voucher and use it.
No fucking shit. Okay, so you do some labor to get a product or service, kind of thing.
I mean, I thought you said you knew what labor vouchers were. Why are you asking me?
So that's what you're saying it is. Okay, like with money, people get money for their labor so that they can buy products or services.
Do you think people only get money by doing labor?
I'm not understand what.
Do you think people only get money? Do you think people only get money by working?
Well, there might be other stuff that.
Of course there are. Holy shit.
But listen.
So obviously I'm in favor of the abolition of that. I think people should have to work to get rewarded.
Why? Why?
Because I value labor.
The value of labor. Everybody should be. No, everybody.
Holy shit.
Hey.
Oh man, you almost just bread pilled yourself. Oopsie. Watch out for those Freudian slips, bud.
Oh, everybody is paid already. Is everybody not already paid based on how much they work?
No. What do you think a shareholder is?
A shareholder is somebody. I know what a shareholder is.
Then go ahead and tell me what a shareholder is. What do they do? What work do they do?
They risk their capital.
Oh, they risk their capital.
And make money.
So gambling is a form of labor?
They risk their money to try and make money.
Oh, they risk their money, so they don't have like a portfolio manager?
No.
Portfolio.
No,
okay. Nobody ever manages anyone else's stocks. You're right. I understand now. Capitalism good.
I mean, people should know how to manage their own stocks. I mean,
why would you want to manage your own stocks when there are experts who can do it for you much better?
How many are put out? But now, what did you say?
Why would you manage your own stocks when there are experts who could do it for you better?
Well,
no.
Well,
no is your argument.
But listen. So,
yeah, I'm right.
No, your original argument.
You're getting dabbed on. You can't see me right now, but I'm dabbing. Ooh, I'm dabbing. You're owned. By the way, I sound what?
You sound even hotter than Ruby. You sound super hot, by the way.
Thanks.
But anyway, and I hope they're having fun listening. But anyway, your original, what you said was you don't let me guess. Do you not think shareholding? Do you not think stocks in a corporation should be a thing? Since
Of course, I'm in favor of the abolition of shareholders.
Well,
If you were intellectually consistent, you would be too.
you know they can't. No. You know, shares in the companies can exist without. You know that's the owner. You know that's the owners of the company selling portions of ownership
Yes.
to individual other people, right?
Yeah, and they're paid dividends 4 times a year.
Yeah, they are.
And they're not the ones doing work.
The ones who are doing work, are they also... Wait, so are the ones doing work not getting paid? Help me understand.
The ones who are doing work are getting paid less than the value of their labor, of course.
Less than the value of their labor. Okay, but guess what though? You know, the thing about those workers...
A company wouldn't hire somebody to work for them if they weren't making them money to do so. Of course they're being paid less than their worth.
The thing about those workers that you're talking about is... Listen, those workers, they sign a contract or whatever it is, they consent to the...
Oh, they consent.
May have a problem with it.
Do you apply this consistently?
But those workers obviously...
Do you apply this consistently?
Have a problem. Those workers don't have a problem with how much they're getting paid.
Do child laborers have a problem with the fact that they're doing labor and getting paid shit?
Who?
Child laborers. Do they consent?
Well, that's why we say that they shouldn't be working, because they're more like exploitable when they
Wow, it's almost like some people are in positions that they can't control and you can exploit them. Wow, it's almost like capitalism is bad or something.
People are in positions they can't control. Okay,
yeah.
You're of course referring to workers, so they very much can control.
Oh, really?
Because guess what?
They can choose to not work?
A piece of paper saying, yeah, let me work for this much at this place.
So do child laborers.
No, I'm not talking about no.
They also sign a piece of paper that says they're going to work for a set amount of money.
Children, contracts can't even be enforced on them. I'm talking about
in the U.S. they can't.
I'm talking about workers in general.
They certainly can in countries that U.S. companies make their money out of.
That's why the system in the U.S. is good.
Oh, the system in the U.S. is good despite the fact that it enables this bad behavior from other countries overseas. That makes perfect sense.
What's that bad behavior? What does
the bad behavior is child labor.
Okay, what does the U.S. have to do with what other stupid countries are doing? Please tell me.
These are U.S. companies doing it.
Oh, there are U.S. companies doing it.
Yes.
Well, guess what? You probably didn't know this, but guess what?
Oh, I'm sure I didn't.
Different countries have different laws on who is considered like like children and stuff. So yeah, like they have different.
Different countries have different laws about what's considered a child. Yeah, genius argument.
Who can sign contracts and stuff? Different countries have different laws.
I'm aware. Right? What's your point?
And I bet you it's a majority of like not child laborers anyway working out there in those countries.
So do you think the employees are at Foxconn, or do you think they're exploited?
The workers in other countries, I do not think that they're exploited because
that's interesting.
Are they being forced? Are they
yes.
being forced to work?
Yes, they're implicitly being coerced. Yes, if they don't, they die. You starve to death if you don't work. Die? Correct.
Well, there you go. Also, listen.
That happens in the U.S. too, bud.
Happens in the U.S. too? Listen, nobody is forced to work.
Yes, they are. You're just wrong.
Let me explain.
Like, there's still chattel slavery in some countries. What the fuck are you talking about?
You do, of course, have to work in most places, in most circumstances. Otherwise,
or you'll die. Yeah.
And if you don't get okay, yeah, you know. So guess what? So okay, what are you trying to say? That is why people.
I'm saying that people shouldn't be forced to die.
Who's being forced to die? Nobody.
Anyone who doesn't work,
get money and buy food.
Anyone who doesn't bend the knee to capitalism dies. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is how reality works. Capitalists have monopolies over things like water in plenty of countries. If you don't cooperate with the capitalist companies like Nestle and such, you die.
Well, you do need their water, of course, but in
Yeah,
many
you do need
places,
water to live.
water,
Genius.
seriously, in many places you can get water out of your, really, come on now.
In places where Nestle has a water monopoly, no, you can't. You'll die. Your options are to get water from Nestle or die.
Options are to get water from Nestle.
Yes, they have local monopolies in many countries.
In many countries, not. I'm talking about the United States, but okay.
Oh, yes.
Talk.
The United States,
just
because
talk-
it's not like Nestle sells to the US. It's not like there's any sort of like international involvement at all. All countries are isolated. There's no way in which two countries communicate or interact with each other ever. You have made a genius argument in defense of capitalism.
I said that, you autistic fucking Jew.
Aw, shit. Mask off.
In many countries, you can
Come on, champ.
literally get
Spit it
water
out.
from a device in your. Okay, have you ever heard of a? Have you ever heard
No,
of that?
tell me how you're gonna get the water. Keep going. I wanted to hear the water well example, but how you're gonna get like water out of an aquifer that Nestle owns.
Well, water wells. That's what peasants do.
What do you do?
Well, whenever I get thirsty, I go to my sink and get water out of there.
Where do you think the water in your sink comes from?
The fucking lake. In my
The
city,
lake?
In my city, it comes from the lake, which is operated and cleaned by our state's fucking water
Wow!
department
It's
or whatever.
by your state's
yeah.
central planning. Huh? That's interesting.
By my state. No, because
By the state government? That's very interesting.
Each city has their own thing that they do, and basically, you know what? Actually, you're basically
The city
right,
government?
Actually,
Yeah, I am right.
because
I'm right. You're
my
wrong.
state
You're
isn't
stupid.
going to let anybody go without water. That's the thing.
Huh? Your state government. Wow! Is that the free market?
Example.
Is that the free market?
So guess what though?
Haha! Got his ass.
No. Guess what though? Some people hate getting water their tap, and
Some people hate getting water from the
buy
tap.
water from a business.
Oh, wow.
Be better.
No, the water's not better. It's literally just tap water. It's literally just tap water.
Well, that's why I wish many people were more educated about that. But
You wish more people were educated so that they would reject the free market?
I couldn't care.
I too wish many people were more educated so they would reject the free market.
You literally said that people. You basically said that like in foreign countries especially that the relationship between employees and workers is involuntary. It's entirely
Correct.
voluntary.
No, it's not It's not even remotely voluntary.
You do indeed. Listen. Okay. Wait. So should people not have to work to get money to buy necessities for life?
People should work to get labor vouchers. I support the abolition of money. Correct.
The abolition of money. Listen.
Correct.
Money is literally some. Okay, you want labor vouchers in which people will work to get a particular good or service that they could just buy with money, but instead you want them to just work for it. That is literally the same thing as money, you fucktard.
No, it isn't. You're so wildly wrong. No, it's not.
That money buys the.
Do you want me to paste you the definition of money?
Fucking want.
No.
What?
You are just incorrect about what money is. Labor vouchers are not the same thing as money.
Money
is the means by which material use values are transubstantiated into exchange value.
In many cases,
this alienates all commodities from the labor that really gives them value.
In many cases, is what you get for your labor, isn't it?
No, money is not defined by what you get from your labor. I'm sorry, but that's not what money. That's not what money means.
Money, like there are other ways to get money, like
there are other ways to get money, and there are other things you can get for your labor.
You know, by the way, speaking of shareholders and shit, you have to.
Oh God, we're gonna tangentialize again.
What?
I said, oh God, we're gonna tangentialize again. Go ahead and talk about shareholders again.
Okay. Okay. What more is there to talk about? What? I mean,
you brought it up.
What we were just talking about.
You're the one who just brought it up.
You? Okay. You were saying that. What were you even saying?
I was telling you that money and labor vouchers are different things. You said they were the same thing.
Okay. 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 Tell me what labor vouchers would get you for your labor. Go ahead. Tell me. Go now.
Wait. What labor vouchers would get you for their labor? No, you get a labor voucher for your labor. and then you trade the labor voucher for some commodity. But it would be decommodified. Yeah, it would be decommodified under this.
Exactly. Okay.
What?
That's what you just said. Okay, let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you something, baby.
I'm interested. Let me know.
Okay, you work. Okay, listen. You work and you get a labor voucher. What can you do with the labor voucher? Buy a good product. You work and you
Correct.
What can you do with that money? Buy a good product. Thank you. Thank.
Do you think this is an argument?
I think that is an argument. Well, I'm trying to.
Do you think the fact that you can do something that you can do with a labor voucher with money means they're the same thing?
Well,
I can nail a nail into a board with a brick. It doesn't make it the same as a hammer.
okay, what the fuck? No fucking shit. Don't fuck.
So just because you can do something with a labor voucher that you can do with money doesn't mean they're the same thing. Do you understand?
So.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay, listen. With the labor voucher, which you get for working.
Correct.
You can use that labor voucher to
Correct.
buy like commodities and shit. So
Yes.
that's why we should use that instead of money.
Because people don't deserve money for not working.
People don't deserve money for not working.
Correct.
So guess what? Shareholders. Now this brings me into my shareholder argument. Where do you think people who bought the shares in companies and shit, where do you think they got the money from? Do you think they shared
From
it
other shares. From other shares and from inheritance. Do you want to see the statistics on generational wealth?
Inheritance? No.
Correct.
I already know, trust me. But
No, you don't.
No. I know, cause don't you can't say that many of these like millionaires and shit inherited a decent portion of their startup money.
Almost every billionaire inherited a significant portion of their startup capital. The few that didn't get it from bank loans. Because inheriting money isn't a form of labor.
Okay. What if? Okay. Like, so you don't think I should? Like inheritance, like from parents passing their money to their children or whatever. Like, it's like I would say that's literally the same thing as like a massive gift. Like what if I
It's the same thing as a massive gift. Therefore, it's not a valid form of labor. You're not doing labor if you're being gifted money.
What if I wanted to give a friend of mine?
You should take the microphone out of your mouth and I'll be able to hear you better.
Okay, what if I wanted to give a friend of mine like $1,000 or something? Like, I don't know. Like,
to start a business?
Just as a gift.
Oh, just as a gift?
No, just as a gift.
Then clearly he didn't work for it.
Why should I not be able to do that?
So if you give your friend $1,000, did your friend work for it?
Well, no.
No, yeah, of course not.
I didn't.
So when you say that somebody inheriting money is the same as working for it, you're wrong, right?
I never said somebody inheriting money was the same as working for it. But guess what? That goes to tell you that people can do whatever they want with their money. They can buy dumb shit.
So can they? They can't. They cannot do whatever they want with their money. I could give you examples of things they can't do with their money.
Okay, there are some things that obviously that are
Yeah,
legal.
you're just wrong.
Giving money to other people is very much legal.
Wait, so something's legal, therefore it's moral?
No, I don't.
The Holocaust was legal.
I don't think that inheritance is moral or immoral. I personally couldn't care less if they inherited $1 billion fucking dollars from their granddaddy or whatever. But yeah.
So do you think it's fair?
Do I think it's fair?
Yeah.
Well, obviously
not. Yeah, obviously not.
Well, I'm going to tell you. The money came from somewhere at the end of the day. Like if my mom worked her ass off and she made $1 million and then she wanted to pass on me like a few million or something, the millions I now have, it came from somebody's work.
So do you think you're entitled to a better life because you have better parents?
I mean, like I've been saying, parents and people in general, they are free to do what they want as a money.
So do you answer my question? Do you think somebody's entitled to a better life because they have better parents?
Well, the thing is, it's not that they're entitled to it, because not every rich parent.
Should we seek to make a society that's fair?
Not every rich parent I know. Well, I don't know you. Okay, listen. Not every rich parent says, I know a few rich people who said, yeah, my kids aren't inheriting shit from me. Like Zuckerberg, for example. Like some people, so not everybody is going to.
What the fuck does this have to do with what we're talking about?
Money.
Like
Okay,
sometimes
to
people
answer
don't
your
inherit
question-
money? Yeah, that's my point.
To answer your question, do I think that having wealthy parents makes you entitled to a better life than many people? It's not. I don't think is that they're entitled to it. That's not the thing. Entitled.
They're not
means
entitled to it. And
something- entitled means something like you have a right to. That's supposed
do you
to
think
be, right?
do you think we should seek to make a society that's fair?
I think we should seek. Well, I would say for in this society, in our society, like in the United States, I would say our society is quite fair.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, do you think a society should be fair?
Do I think a society should be fair? Yes, like the United States.
And do you think it's fair that some people are born with parents who are more wealthy? Excuse me. Do you think it's fair that some people are born with parents that are more wealthy than others and thus get to live a better life because of it? Do you think that's fair?
I don't think that's fair or unfair.
Oh, you don't think it's fair? And we should seek to make a society that's fair. Therefore, we should seek to make that fair.
Well, actually, I think that it is very unfair
Ah.
of the wealthy person's children, but not on the wealthy person. Okay.
It's unfair, and we should seek to make a society that's fair. So, 100% inheritance tax. Nice.
I don't think it should be changed because wealthy.
You said earlier that you did.
Right? Wealthy people, right? They said. Wait, did I say that? Well, guess
Yeah,
what? Now
you
I'm
said that you
saying
care. You said that you wanted to make a society that's fair. Do you not want to make a society that's fair?
Well, I think our society is fair. You want to know why I think?
You just said you don't think it's fair. You just said you don't think it's fair. Pull the microphone out of your mouth.
By the definition, by the definition of fair and unfair, obviously I would have to say no for that one scenario. But
And we should seek to make that scenario fair.
But the reason why I think it's fair, like how our society works, is because if somebody creates a really innovative product that literally a new product that everybody wants, shouldn't they be rewarded for it somehow? If you fucking invent something, should you not be rewarded for it?
You're tangentializing, but yeah, of course I think that intellectual labor is a form of labor.
I literally just said jack. Oh, okay.
No, you didn't say jack shit about intellectual labor. You were specifically referring to intellectual labor, inventing something. That's a form of intellectual labor.
Yeah, so if somebody.
Now,
okay, so
now that you're done with your tangent, we're gonna get back on topic. Why should we not make a society that's fair? You've agreed this is unfair. Why should we not fix it?
Okay, here's why we shouldn't fix the system we have now. People who are innovative, who provide something good to society by inventing some good shit, they should be rewarded.
Of course, because they're doing labor.
So,
Inheritance isn't labor.
Indeed, they are.
If you inherit wealth, you didn't invent wealth.
So don't you also think that? Don't you also think that like millionaires shouldn't exist, especially even those ones who invented shit?
It depends on what you mean by a millionaire. Like somebody with $1 million?
A person who had, yeah, that.
Of course not. Of course, I'm okay with people who having people existing who have more than $1 million in net worth. That's like not even an infeasible thing. Like if you're born in like an upper middle class socioeconomic status, the idea that you can obtain like $1 million worth of assets is completely feasible. I think billionaires shouldn't exist.
Why not?
Because I think that it shows a tremendous unfairness. I don't think anybody works $1 billion times harder than somebody who has $1.
Oh yeah, here we go. That whole fucking I don't think this person works. That's how the argument. Well,
yeah, of course.
Businesses like Amazon and Walmart, they just generate that much money. So believe
they generate that much money.
Actually,
not through the product of labor, I'm sure. Yeah.
Their net worth.
I understand. Yeah. So they generate wealth not through labor, but just through like the sheer fact that they're Walmart. I understand now.
No, that's not what I said. You fuckface.
God damn, the god tier roast out here again.
Obviously, they need workers and shit, who by the way again agree to work there, and so
They agree to work there under the threat of coercion.
under the threat of coercion.
Yeah, like starvation.
There are so many. There are so many other.
Stop eating your microphone. Pull it away from your mouth.
Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe I should sit up. Okay, but so there are so many other places you can work besides Walmart or like fucking Amazon and stupid shit like that. So if you don't like working at one place, go work at another place.
So if you could choose your slave owner, would slavery be okay?
If I could choose my slave owner, no, another human being is not your property. Never.
So
ever, ever.
why do you think that's wrong? I agree that it's wrong. I want to know why your reasoning is for why it's wrong.
Because I don't think that people should literally see now this.
Oh no,
okay,
are you gonna fuck
this
up?
Is what you call. Okay, to answer your question, obviously I don't think anybody. Well, maybe some people do think, but I don't think that anybody should just be fucking forced to work for nothing, for no benefit, nothing, like nothing at all. Why should just be forced to work? That is what you call slavery. Working without getting some kind of compensation for it.
Ah, so when you say some kind of compensation for it, obviously you wouldn't count like shitty leftovers that they give slaves, right?
Wow. Okay, and also
oopsie. Oh shit, you're accidentally making anti-capitalism arguments.
Listen, no. Another thing is the nigger consent?
Oh god.
Are they consenting to the fucking terms? Like, are they consenting to whatever compensation they get? Are they consenting to them even working at all? No. But
neither are employees.
No, like, they should be able to choose who.
They should be able to choose their slave owner.
They should not.
I see. You fixed slavery.
They should be able. Workers should be able to choose who they work for, and if they don't agree, to the compensation that they will get for it, they'll sign a contract and don't work. Damn.
They'll just not work and starve to death.
Well, of course, if you don't work, you can't buy shit, and if you can't buy shit, you don't eat, and if you don't eat, you starve. So yeah.
Yeah. So how exactly is capitalism different from slavery, in which you can choose your own master?
You can choose your own master. Well, okay.
Yep.
Do you think that the workers who are working think they are slaves?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think the workers think they're slaves?
Yeah. Do you work?
I don't.
What do you do for work?
I don't think the workers. I don't think. Like.
What do you do for work?
Fucking. When I worked at the grocery store, I didn't think I was a slave. I didn't.
Damn, you didn't feel like that shit was slave labor?
No, I didn't feel like it was slave labor because I'm choosing.
Oh, you're choosing to work at the grocery store. Why didn't you choose to be Bill Gates?
I am choosing to do it. Well,
why didn't you choose it? Why didn't you choose a job that was easier than grocery store labor?
Maybe if I come up with a product that will help millions of people's lives,
such as what?
Then maybe I will choose to be Bill Gates.
What did Bill Gates come? What did Bill Gates come up with?
Well, as I'm sure everybody in here knows, he's one of the founders or co-founders of Microsoft.
He came up with a company?
Yeah, they came up with a company.
Ah, I understand now. So what exactly did Bill Gates come up with, is what I'm asking you.
Well, all I know is he founded Microsoft, but...
Yeah, he didn't come up with anything.
How exactly did he find Microsoft? He had to have come up with something.
He had capital.
He had to have come up with
He had startup capital. That's what separates you from Bill Gates. Bill Gates has startup capital, you don't.
Okay, and if I truly had an idea for a business startup, you know what I would do? Save up some capital and then go about starting my business.
You would just save up on your grocery store income. You would save up enough money to start up a tech company that could compete with Microsoft.
Well, I doubt I'd be able to compete with Microsoft right away. I don't think that.
No, you'd never be able to compete with Microsoft because your business would die immediately.
They'll never. How do you know that? What do you know the future?
I know because Microsoft has something called an economy of scale. There's no way you could possibly compete with Microsoft unless you had the startup capital to make sure that you were of equal size to Microsoft right now.
You can't compete with Microsoft. Okay, tell that to Apple. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You realize Apple started up nearly the same time Microsoft did, right?
Wait, so you're saying it's not? Are you saying it's not possible for any new business to grow big enough to be able to compete with one of the dominators right now of the market?
In the tech field?
The tech field? Yeah, the tech
No,
field.
of course not. No, you absolutely can't compete with Microsoft or Apple. They were founded in the 70s.
Well, guess what? They started
1 year apart.
Now they're big. And I don't think Microsoft and
Because
Apple
they had no competition.
They had no competition. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Microsoft and Apple served as each other's competition.
They were founded 1 year apart. They had no competition from a large company when they were small. They were both small at the same
I
time.
don't know. I'm pretty sure Apple and Microsoft are each other's competition.
Oh, really? Which one of those was a large company when the other one was being started?
Which one was a large company?
Yes.
Well, I mean, one of them was founded a year later than the other. So
Correct, like I've said several times.
But,
Oh, a tiny head start. Do you think they were like a major company within a year?
Well, no, it takes time to grow a business.
Of course, they were still small when the other one was founded. Hence why they were able to compete.
That is why somebody nowadays could start a business, and it might take years for that business to grow. But
How would they ever compete with Microsoft?
Okay, you know what? Okay.
How do you think a team of 10 people is going to make an OS as performant as Microsoft Windows
Walmart.
without huge amounts of income backing them up?
Wasn't Walmart founded in like the late fucking 19th century? I mean, no, late 20th century, sorry. But wasn't Walmart founded like around the 1960s or 50s or something? And guess what? Guess who's their competition now? Amazon. Why Amazon founded in like the late 90s or some shit like
Amazon
that?
is not a direct competitor to No, Amazon is not a direct competitor to Walmart at all. That's just wrong.
Also, do you have any idea what happened?
Does Amazon have retail stores?
Does Amazon have retail stores?
Yes.
Not that I'm aware of now.
Yeah. So how are they competitor with Walmart?
How are they competitive with Walmart? Well, guess what? People are more and more moving towards online. That's the thing.
So how are they competitor? They're two different industries. One's an online store and one's a retail store.
Walmart. People are well aware of both the existence of Amazon and Walmart.
So literally any company that sells stuff is a direct competitor, genius.
They perfectly have it. No, not just anybody that sells stuff. Well, actually, no matter how big or small, you could be a small competitor or a huge competitor. But Amazon right now is indeed a direct competitor to Walmart. Like, Walmart,
do you know when did Amazon become a direct competitor with Walmart?
Walmart is literally doing
Answer my question
right now because shut the fuck up because they are well.
Answer my question. When did Amazon become a direct competitor to Walmart?
How did they become a direct competitor to Walmart?
Yes.
Because they grew and more people found out, and Amazon.
Oh, they grew?
And now
really?
Amazon did fucking grow.
When Amazon was founded, they were a competitor to Walmart? Because I'm pretty sure they were a book company.
Founded, not as soon as they were.
They sold books. They weren't a competitor to Walmart until they were already large.
They expanded into more industries, of course.
After they were large.
After they were large. Oh, wait. So, is Amazon a direct competitor to Walmart or no?
They're not a direct competitor.
Not a direct competitor.
No.
They are indeed a direct competitor because Walmart and Amazon themselves even acknowledge that they are each other's direct competitors. So,
yeah, this is absurd. This claim is wrong.
So, Walmart and Amazon are wrong about themselves.
Yes. Do you think a company would never lie about who's their competitor? Do you think companies will always tell the truth?
But literally,
so then you can't use them saying something as a source that they're correct.
Literally everybody knows, like, people are like, I could go to Walmart or I could just order it off of Amazon. I don't know. But yeah.
So do you think people ever think, I could order it off the Walmart online store?
Yeah.
No, of course not. Nobody fucking thinks about that. Nobody cares.
Something off the Walmart online store once ever only.
Once ever. So clearly they're not online competitors, and clearly you're not going to go to an Amazon retail store. They exist in two different industries.
Amazon retail stores don't exist.
That's my point.
I don't know.
Therefore, they're not directly competing. They tangentially compete.
So are you saying Amazon and Walmart are not direct competitors to each other? Just
Correct.
One's mostly retail and one's mostly
Yes. That's what I've said several times.
Okay, well, that is extremely retarded to say.
Oh, great.
Because people know what their choices are. They know they can go to Walmart or order offline from Amazon. It's as simple as that.
That makes sense. Every time you have two choices between things, that they're competitors. That's how competitors work.
Yeah, I feel like that addresses most of the stuff.
No, I didn't.
Do you think Swiffer is a direct competitor with every broom company, or do you think other broom companies are competitor with broom companies?
Buying products, Amazon and I don't know what else to tell you other than Amazon or Walmart for products are direct competitors to each other.
So how do you think? I think you're definitely very wrong, but let's propose you're right, just for the sake of argument, so we can move on and stop getting in this circle. How would that prove what you're saying correct?
If they are competitors, well, what I'm saying is that they are competitors. So if they are competitors, then I'm right. What do you mean?
How would you be right? Do you not remember the context in which you brought this up?
What's the context? Tell me.
Have you forgotten? Is this you saying yes? You've forgotten.
It was about big versus small companies and who does and doesn't.
Yeah. So when they became competitors, were either of them small?
Both of them were once small. So
when they became competitors,
some companies were once small.
Walmart was small when they became competitors with Amazon.
No, I said that Walmart was once at one point small when it was.
They were at one point small, therefore they're eternally small.
Walmart and Amazon both started out as garage sales, and now look where they are. Like, bro, come on.
You're not answering my question.
What's your question?
My question is, when they started competing, were either of them small at the time they began competing?
Were either of them small?
That is my question. At the time they began competing. The answer is no. Neither of them were small when they began competing. They were both massive by then.
It does not matter.
Yes, it does.
Or a small competitor.
Yes, it does. Do you have any idea what an economy of scale is?
Competitor. You may not be their main competitor, but you are.
Do you know what an economy of scale is? Do you know what an economy of scale is?
Oh my god, here we go.
Do you know what an economy of scale is?
Can we move on? Because I'm done talking about Amazon.
No, you can answer my question. Do you know what an economy of scale is?
I want to move on.
I want an answer. Do you know what an economy of scale is? Just say no.
Listen, do you know what a cock in your ass is?
Just say no.
Oh my goodness. Do you?
Just answer the question.
I bet you do.
This is you losing the debate.
Oh yeah, I knew you would eventually say you won.
I mean, yeah, when I won, obviously. Do you know what an economy of scale is?
Okay, do you have any other claims?
Do you know what an economy of scale is?
You know what? Okay, you know what? Since you won't fucking stop talking about it, yes, I fucking know what a fucking economy of fucking scale is.
Damn, after you had a long-ass time to Google it. So I'm sure you'd understand why. Then, because of economies of scale, a large company can easily outcompete a small one. Do you understand?
Well, no fucking shit.
So then a small company will never be a genuine competitor to a massive one.
That's not always true, because a small company could grow to be a big company, as Amazon did to Walmart.
No, Amazon did not do that to Walmart. Amazon was already massive when they started competing with Walmart. And they weren't direct competitors.
Amazon was already massive. Amazon did not fucking start out massive. They were a little bit.
Amazon didn't start out competing with Walmart. Not even tangentially, certainly not directly.
Not Walmart's main competitor yet. But every single time...
They weren't a competitor at all. They weren't even the same business. They sold books.
Business enters a certain industry. They are now a player in that industry. There are no
Do you think?
Big or small.
Do you think that libraries are competitors with Walmart?
Libraries are competitors with Walmart. What the fuck?
Do you think that libraries are competitors with Walmart?
No. What?
Then why the fuck would Amazon, an online book company, be a competitor with Walmart?
Amazon is no. Oh my god.
Pull the microphone away from your mouth.
Oh my god. Amazon is no longer only a little bookstore because they sell almost everything.
Yes, they became massive, and then they were able to transition into something that was semi-related to what Walmart does.
There is no semi-related.
Yeah, semi-related. One's an online storefront, one's a retail store that exists within the physical world.
Okay, but the thing is, Walmart and Amazon, they literally sell the same stuff, and yeah,
that makes sense. Do you know that Walmart also sells books?
Yes, I know that Walmart also sells books.
So is Walmart a direct competitor with libraries?
Is Walmart a direct competitor with libraries? No, but if you
of course not.
They just go to the library, or just buy it off Amazon. But, yeah.
Or they could buy it at Walmart, right?
Yeah, or you could buy it at Walmart.
Yeah. But they're still not direct competitors, you understand?
Libraries and Walmart are not direct competitors.
Libraries.
I've never seen the show, but I read that book.
Yes, you're right. Libraries do not compete with Walmart. You're right. Libraries are where people go to get books.
So then by the time Amazon and Walmart started tangentially but not directly competing with each other, Amazon was already big. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. Of course, Amazon.
So then it doesn't prove your very, very stupid point.
I literally said that.
You cannot start up a company that will be able to compete with Microsoft. You don't have the resources for it.
Okay, yeah. I bet you if Amazon started making their own brand computers, or no,
like the Kindle Fire.
I bet you if Kindle Fire, isn't that a tablet?
Yes.
I bet you
that's a type of computer.
Okay, well, I used to have one, but I broke that shit out of anger. But
I bet you did.
Yeah, because no, never mind. But dude, so if Amazon were to get
did you get dunked on in some online debate or something and then sling that shit against the wall?
Holy shit! How did you know? But
you're not funny.
No.
You're bad at jokes.
No. So,
did you try to load up an ebook and then realize you can't read?
Yeah. But anyway,
oh my god, you are genuinely the most painful person to listen to I've ever talked to.
Well,
where are your arguments? Hurry up.
Okay, what do you want to talk about next?
I mean, we were talking about socialism, right?
Well, yeah, but you turn it into companies, big and small companies competing.
And you made the claim earlier that you don't want anything about society as it exists right now in the U.S. to change. Correct?
Yes, I did indeed say that.
Okay, so you have no problem with quantitative easing, right?
Quantitative easing?
Yes.
No, I don't have a problem with that, actually.
Do you know what it is?
Quantitative easing. Oh
yeah.
My fucking god.
Yes, got his ass.
Yes, I know a fucking quantitative.
What is it?
You're a fucking cock.
What is it?
What is it? I don't have to explain it to you.
You don't know what it is. What is it?
It has something to do with fucking a fucking bank. It's like a fucking bank. Fucking.
Did you Google it? You saw the word bank on the page?
Oh my goodness. No, I don't need Google for any of my arguments, okay?
You definitely need Google for this one, I assure you. I would love it if you would try to use Google. Do you know what quantitative easing is?
Fucking increasing the money supply.
You're literally looking it up right now. You're reading off increasing the monetary supply.
No.
It doesn't. Is that what it says? Quantitative easing.
Increase the money.
I'm looking it up,
and I don't understand why. If you.
Yeah, you're looking at the Wikipedia article.
If you increase the money supply,
you're literally skimming through the Wikipedia article right now, and you're saying shit in order.
No, I'm not. Actually, you dumb fuck.
You are. You said it has something to do with banks because that's one of the first words that pops up on here. Then you said increasing the money supply because you see that's the.
No,
holy shit!
No,
holy shit! This is gold.
It took me a second
Okay.
to remember what it is.
And you just remembered in the order of things as they appear on the Wikipedia article.
Okay, cock bitch. Okay, cock bitch.
All right.
I'm glad you apparently looked it up yourself. Maybe you didn't know what it was.
Yeah, of course I looked it up. I had to see what the order of the things were in the Wikipedia article.
You fucking bot.
Damn, bro, you're getting me good. So I guess since you understand quantitative easing, you can explain why you like quantitative easing, right?
Well, actually, I don't like it.
You said you did.
Because, well, listen. No, because if you just increase the money, doesn't that make it worth not as much?
Does quantitative easing cause inflation, is what you're asking?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Whatever, bro. Whatever.
So, if you're wondering, this is why I'm saying that I'm winning the argument and you're losing it. Do you understand?
Do you have... Okay, are there any other arguments you have as to why we should... Oh, you think it's... Okay, you just think capitalism is unfair. Like...
Of course.
Let me tell you something. If I ever get rich as fuck, if I ever, like, make millions...
You won't.
Millions,
you won't.
You never know. You never know.
No, I do.
Okay, I'm pretty smart. Pretty smart.
You've proven that you're not.
You have no life goals whatsoever. Apparently.
You've caught me, bro.
Like, why don't you get some goals and try to achieve them in our beautiful capitalist society?
So what do you do for work right now?
What I do for work right now? I sell my ass for a living. That's what I do.
Kind of based, a little bit based. But
but no, if I ever make millions and if I ever have children, I'm going.
Neither of those things will happen.
I am. Oh yes, they will. But no, I am going to spoil the fuck out of my children.
You can't get pregnant from anal, bro.
I can't get pregnant from anal. Well, who said I get plenty of I get plenty of pussy already. So yeah.
I'm sure, champ.
And if I no, but if I ever have children and if I ever have the money, yeah, my kids are gonna be lit. Trust me.
Okay.
That is one of the beautiful things about our economy.
So, what are your? I guess you don't like quantitative easing, though. You said, right? So you would want to change that. Correct.
I don't see why do that.
You don't see why do quantitative easing?
Yeah, I don't see why do.
Well, I mean, if it was bad, wouldn't we have already stopped doing it?
Well, yeah, you're right. Maybe we would have.
Oh wow, it's almost like you can't apply your arguments consistently. So
any other
how do you?
arguments about why?
Sure,
Okay.
I'll dunk on you one last time, and then you can leave. You're allowed to leave after this one. Do you know what an ESOP is?
A what?
An ESOP.
Actually, I am gonna have to go because my phone's at 21%. But a what now?
An ESOP, an employee stock ownership plan.
Employee stock ownership plan. A plan for stock ownership, I'm assuming?
Do you know what it is?
A plan for stock ownership.
You know, you're allowed to admit to not knowing things, right?
I would agree with that.
Well, I mean, I really don't know what we just said. But
Yeah, you don't know what an employee stock ownership plan is.
Because from what I've seen with stocks is that you just kind of buy them and then.
Well, this isn't the case. No, in fact, a lot of companies have what's called, like I said, an ESOP, an employee stock ownership plan. They can give an employee some amount of their stocks. They can give an employee some amount of their stocks, as opposed to giving that employee the pay they're owed. So this employee gains some amount of their company.
Okay, that actually sounds quite stupid.
Oh, it sounds stupid. So you don't like ESOPs either?
Because if you're going to, because if you have an employee working, and if they also decide to buy stock from the company, I think that employee should both get their wages and whatever it should their stocks make. That's so dumb.
That's funny. So you think an employee should get the full value of their labor?
An employee, the work that employees do, it's doing something that is like usually beneficial to the company which does something that benefits society. The person getting the benefit, everybody is benefiting from working. Everybody is benefiting.
Everybody benefits when people work. I agree.
Yes, everybody does benefit when people work.
Nice. So, maybe it won't be too hard to get you on board with socialism. Then you already have the presuppositions. Let's just see if you can apply those consistently. So,
Socialism?
what?
Socialism? Okay. Tell
All
me,
of the things you said are the presuppositions that if you logically deduced from, you would be a socialist. The issue isn't that you lack the presuppositions, it's the fact that you can't think logically.
tell me your positions. Okay, tell me how you see the perfect socialist society.
Yeah.
Is the money changed? Is the money changed all there is to it? You instead
Oh, of course
money,
not.
It's just labor vouchers.
Nope.
So tell me what other changes you'd make.
Yeah, so I think that worker cooperatives have to overtake 100% of privately owned businesses. They have to become the dominant force in society. I think we have to have markets that use the labor vouchers. This wouldn't be the Marxist definition of markets. This would be the more neoliberal definition of them, like you would use. But it has to have some amount of necessary planning. We have to replace money with labor vouchers, like we mentioned earlier, and we have to decommodify some of the basic essentials needed for a reasonable quality of life, like things like housing, things like water. I think are necessary. I don't think people should be able to commodify air. I think a decent quality of air is necessary.
Those should just be given away. Gotcha. Housing and
Decommodified.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. So basically, yeah. So decommodified. Thank you for saying what I just said.
What do you think?
Thank you.
Do you think decommodification is the same as just giving something away?
Okay. If
Oh, no.
something is
Oh no.
oh my goodness.
Go ahead.
Okay, you know what? Whatever. Just finish talking.
Oh, I'm done. You can go ahead. I'd love to hear what you have to say.
Wait, no, listen. If you replace money with stupid labor vouchers, that would be really bad. Like, okay,
Why?
How would you know? How would you know what products are like worth what? Because like people have to make like a profit on products that they make, right? Like
They don't actually. You might be using the term profit to actually just mean like they have to make back what they put into it, which would not be what a profit is.
You also can accumulate labor.
they at least
That's correct.
They at least have to make back. Yeah, that's a minimum. That's what they hope for. Otherwise, they like go.
I think people should make back from society exactly what they put into society.
I bet you that eliminating money would make incentives to do much of the things that we do. Like, I would make many products not exist and
Why?
stuff with Sky, stuff with like
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because if you can't make money, something that you know that you can do more stuff with, have more freedom with, and like get more stuff with, like why exactly would you
Wait.
want to
You know,
maybe
getting stuff isn't the same as having money, right?
why exactly would you want to maybe invent something kind of like
Because you'd get labor vouchers for doing intellectual labor. And then you could trade the labor vouchers for other things that are made with labor.
the idea of labor vouchers literally sounds like one of the most autistic things I've ever heard of. You know that?
Oh, damn, that's a really good argument. You know what? Fuck it. I don't like labor vouchers anymore. You've convinced me.
Oh my god, I cannot believe I haven't yet.
Yeah, of course not.
Okay,
I'm making fun of you.
you know how I'll change my views on life
Sure.
if you'll let me, if me and you can get in bed together.
I think you've lost this argument. So,
You're so quick to claim victory.
it hasn't been quick. It's been like an hour. So, I'm not, unfortunately.
Can you like? Damn.
Whoa, holy shit, stop shouting.
Okay,
It takes me like 8 hours.
fuck you. But can you like fucking give me back? Can you like give me all the permissions?
What permissions are you lacking? Oh yeah, no, you'll have to take that up with the guy who took them from you, and I think that is testing on the server. Or the guy with the URL is his name.
You have the power. Oh, isn't he in the voice channel right now?
No.
But he's muted like a bot.
Oh yeah, he is. There is.
Yeah, he's muted like a bot.
All right. So do you have actual arguments left, or do you just want to like shitfling?
Well, I mean, I've already argued against many of your points.
And you got dunked on all of them. You got destroyed.
I did not get dunked on.
You've been pooped on.
Especially on the one about competition. I fucking destroyed you.
No, you didn't. Oh, the competition one? The one you conceded on and then demanded we move to something else?
I didn't concede. I didn't say... Didn't I already say that I think everything is just fine already?
Everything is just fine except for like ESOPs and quantitative easing and like all these things that I've brought up that you now want to change.
Yeah, ESOPs is the one thing that I would change.
And also quantitative easing. You said that you changed that too. Yes, you did.
Right now
you did several times.
Quantitative easing. Okay, right now in quantitative easing, I'm actually neutral on.
You're neutral because you have no idea what it is, and you just pretended to know what it is.
I'd have to look more into quantitative easing.
Yeah, you'd have to figure out what it means.
No, I know what it means already, but I just want to.
Oh, you do. I'm sure.
And other stuff.
Okay.
I want to see if it's any good.
Okay, so you know a lot about quantitative easing, right? You know what it is, at least?
Yeah, I know what it is, but I...
Okay, so without opening the Wikipedia tab back up, could you tell me what it is again?
So before I go... Wait, why do you need Wikipedia?
I mean, go ahead, tell me what it is.
Wikipedia. You know what it is already.
Tell me what quantitative easing is.
Wikipedia. I should cite Wikipedia just to fuck with you.
I mean, you're allowed to cite Wikipedia, but just go ahead and tell me what it is. From memory, right? You know it.
But no. Okay, so...
Oh, you don't? Rip to you.
Before I go... I suggest you watch... this...
If it's a YouTube channel, I'm not going to watch it.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a YouTube channel, but they do have on website. It's kind of like just a news kind of thing, but yeah.
I suggest that you take the Amazon Kindle that you flung at Mach 6 into your wall. I suggest you take that to somebody to repair it, and you lit it up with some ebooks and you read those.
That was 87 years ago, but
it was 87 years ago. Yeah, I'm sure you're.
I suggest you and all your friends in the voice chat educate themselves.
Oh yeah.
Just give me this fucking YouTube video, whatever you want to suggest to me. How about you give it to me? I want to see the link. I want to see it, bro.
I'm using this Astrocat guy because what it costs. So let me.
Wow.
Wait, there's a mute button. Oh, okay. Wait, did I mute him or did he mute?
Boomer.
I can't do it on my phone. Please on my computer. But okay.
Thank God for that.
Gold.
No, I'm not. But so toxic. Or remember that.
Changing an already profane name to something that's also profane isn't really gonna like insult me, right?
The fuck does cockballs even mean? Okay, no.
Cockballs? What does cockballs mean? Infinity IQ over here.
Exactly.
Unlimited brain.
I don't think you understood why I asked, but okay. But no, I love you. I love you so much now.
Okay.
I love you so much now.
This seems like a coping mechanism.
Nah, trust me, I'm not like, I still feel like overall I won. You did.
It seems like you've gained the debate equivalent of Stockholm Syndrome.
I gave the debate? Oh my god, you think I don't know what Stockholm Syndrome is either? Which I actually do. But.
Oh shit, you know that one. Wow, you know the pop sci term. Congrats.
No, well you fucking... Well, listen. How come... Okay, let me ask you something. How come China doesn't use communism the way, like, Marx describes it?
Because communism is a mode of production.
Oh, now it's only a mode of production. Okay.
Of course, is it... Wait, what do you mean? Do you think this has ever not been my opinion?
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah, it's a. Do you know what emotive production is?
Do I know? No. Fucking shit! That's what I've been here talking about the whole time.
Yo, you know what emotive productions are?
Yes, no fucking shit.
Okay, so could you name them?
Could I name them? I don't have to name them because you already know.
You don't have to?
I'm not gonna sit here and prove myself to you.
Ah, okay. It's because you're not gonna prove yourself to me, not because you don't know. I understand.
No, the only thing I'm willing to prove to you is that I fucking love you.
This is more of that coping mechanism coming into play. So you don't know what modes of productions are, right?
No. Like, are you okay? How old are you?
Why are you asking?
Because I want to know if I can get your nude.
I'm 12.
Well, I am 10.
You know that would still be illegal, right?
Well, I mean, I'd be too young to get prosecuted or anything. But
No.
No.
they can't do anything.
What? Okay. Well, do you have any more arguments, or are you just gonna keep going back to this this weird shit post you do?
Well, in general, my overall argument, and you cannot. Okay, here's something you cannot debunk.
I'll debunk it in 3 seconds.
Here's my overall anti-socialism argument. My overall argument is that if it did indeed prove to be an alternative to capitalism, we'd be using it. That's my
argument. If it was an alternative to capitalism, we'd already be using it. This is the same argument that I've given you several different points against.
If it proved to be a viable alternative.
So why aren't we already using ray tracing video cards?
Ray tracing? Didn't you ask me this earlier?
Yeah.
Well, because listen, socialism is not a new thing. Our video cards. Are those certain video card branches?
Socialism not a new thing.
I'm assuming.
Have there been any historical examples of it?
Historical examples of what?
Of socialism. If it's not a new thing.
Have there any? I don't fucking know. The Soviet Union, fucking East Germany, the Eastern Bloc, the Warsaw.
The Soviet Union.
Fucking China, fucking.
Wait, hold on. One at a time now.
Fucking North Korea.
Wait, Vietnam. Hold on. You're running through all of these. None of them are socialist. All of them claim to not be socialist.
The fucking Cuba, and
stop. Sure you keep moving on. You keep moving on. But let's start.
Off the top of my head, that's all.
Let's start with the Soviet Union. So Lenin said,
the Soviet Union.
Yeah, let's go over it.
Within the first few years, Lenin said, "Okay, this communism thing in there, it's time for the new economic policy." Why'd he say that?
Yes.
Why'd he say that?
Wait, I mentioned this to you earlier in chat. Lenin himself said that, and I'm going to quote him on it: "A free market and capitalism, both subject to state control, exist within the Soviet Union."
Okay. So,
Lenin was not under the impression that the Soviet Union had already moved to a global mode of production like communism or socialism.
Would you be okay with an authoritarian capitalist, or do you just want socialism?
Of course I would be okay with authoritarian capitalism.
Okay.
I told you that earlier.
Could money exist?
No. What do you mean, could money exist?
I mean, would you want money to exist in such a society?
No.
Okay, well, yeah.
Do you actually have arguments against my position, or are you just gonna ask questions?
Well,
it's okay if you just want to ask questions. I could answer any question you have about socialism, and maybe I could help you clarify what it is.
Okay, how big are you, Ebrat? That's my next question.
Is this more of your coping mechanism because you're getting stomped?
No, but I just love fucking with people like that. I do that.
Nobody.
I do that like when I'm playing Call of Duty online and stuff. I say that to everybody.
Just for the record, nobody believes the fake laughing thing.
Okay. Are you a boomer? How old actually are you?
I'm 12.
Talking about some communism. Huh?
Yeah, do you want to know my actual age? Is just so you can like have some material to go off of for a personal attack?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'm 22. Go for it.
You're 22?
Yep.
Well, have you...
You don't have any roasts.
We could...
I'm sure you are.
We could definitely like do something.
No, we could.
I don't about it, but if you tell me where you are, I'll come to you, bro.
This seems like a very.
I'll literally give you the best blowjob you've ever had in your life if you even have had one yet. But yeah,
this is not even remotely funny. You're doing the same bit over and over again.
Okay, so. But anyway, as I was saying about your... I've already presented many arguments against your stupid viewpoint.
No, you haven't.
You need to...
You've
educate...
You've presented no arguments. I've shadowed all of them.
You think you shadowed all of them, but no, I didn't. You think...
Do you want to know why it was so easy for me to shit on every single argument you've made?
Why what?
You want to know why it was so easy for me to shit on every argument you've made?
Let me guess.
Because I've heard every single one 30 times from other capitalists just like you. You've had no original thoughts.
No original thoughts. Well, that's because me and my capitalist counterparts actually know how the economy actually works.
You didn't even know what quantitative easing was. Calm down, kid.
I literally told you what it was, but okay.
You struggled to read through a Wikipedia article.
No, and I'm not. Don't ask me to tell you again.
Yep, I'm asking. What is it? No, looking it up. Tell me what it is.
I've already told you what it was. Come on.
You have no idea what it is. You and your capitalist buddies, as you said, do not understand economics. If you did, you wouldn't be capitalist.
Well, the United... Well, no. Many places seem to be doing pretty well under capitalism.
Such as?
The United States especially is one.
Oh, the United States. That's funny, because last time I checked, the Dow Jones was crashing.
The what?
The Dow Jones average.
Well, the United States is still a very prosperous country under capitalism.
No, it's not.
I think it would actually, yes.
We're in the middle of a widespread pandemic, and the median and mean.
The world is in the middle of a widespread pandemic.
No, you're just wrong. Basically, every country other than the U.S. has done. No, basically every country other than the U.S., including third world countries and places you would call a shithole like India and China, have done a remarkably better job than the U.S. has dealing with coronavirus. You have no idea what you're talking about.
China lied about their cases, but
no, they didn't.
I don't know about. And yeah, they did. Actually,
this is a myth.
It's a myth. Okay.
Yep, it's a myth. Sure, it's a myth posed and perpetrated by Trump and other Republicans. There's no evidence for it.
So,
and this is coming from somebody who's like remarkably anti-China.
So are you like Republican Democrat, or are you like Bernie Sanders independent? You're so far left you can't even be a Democrat.
You got me, bro. You've roasted me with that one. I'm hurt. I'm wounded.
I mean, all I do is ask your political affiliation.
I'll be voting. I'll be voting for Joe Biden. I'm riding with Biden.
You'll be voting for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
I'll be voting for. I can't vote.
Of course not. And it doesn't really matter because no matter who you vote for, Joe Biden is your president.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter if you vote Trump or not. He's your president. Trump is your president if you live in the United States. You know that. Right?
Not for long. Not for long, bud.
Fake news.
Fake news. Oh man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to be for that much longer. How much longer do we have until the generals? There's generals, then there's the inauguration. I think it's going to be a short path to victory for glorious Biden. Comrade Biden.
Comrade Biden. He's a fucking dumb. Anyway, I really should go. Now.
Yeah, I think you've had your chance.
Yeah, I probably won't talk in the server again until.
Say what?
So, yeah, I said I probably won't talk in the server again until like a few months because I usually don't talk here until like every few months. So
yeah, I feel free to spend your time coping. You can have a whole lot of time to like repair your ego after this.
Oh, trust me, you did no damage to my ego because guess what?
You have an impenetrable wall of narcissism which none of my arguments can penetrate.
Nothing you have said have changed any of my views whatsoever.
Do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing? I think that shows that you are very low intelligence.
Because capitalism, at the end of the day, is indeed the economic system to go with.
Not for long, but not for long.
It's an economic system. It's
okay.
a working economic system.
I mean, it's not working though.
And
it's failing.
It's not working. Then how come the United States and many other European countries are so? How come
they're not? They're the United States is in the middle of a pandemic.
Europe and North America. Okay. Let's talk about in general. Europe and North America. They hold.
You mean social democracies which have opposed the free market?
Europe and North America. They hold a huge majority of the world's wealth, despite not being really that much of the population.
Colonialism.
But yeah, they hold a
despite this, the mean and median income in the U.S. are $20,000 apart. So that's interesting.
They hold like 60%.
Joe Biden is your president,
and they're only like overall.
Joe Biden is your president.
Like a billion people overall.
Joe Biden is your president.
Like there's less people than like
Joe Biden is your president.
But yeah, that shows you. That's another thing that shows you.
Biden is your president.
Where to go? Okay, let me see if I can unmute this other faggot now.
Joe Biden is your president, cuck.
Okay, yo, fucking idiot, dumb bitch with the fucking link name.
Joe Biden is your president.
Yo, fucking
Joe Biden is your president.
Restore my default permissions on the server.
No.
Or else I'll
No.
dad.
All right, so
Fucking dumb,
No.
Such a-
significant peck of petulant scum. Piece of shit. You fucking cocksucker.
Stay mad.
Am I
Stay
on
mad.
I'm not
Champ.
Stay
I'm
mad.
not mad.
Stay
I'm not
mad.
mad, you dumb
Stay
fucking
mad.
hag.
okay, Bud, do you have any more arguments, or do you want?
Any more arguments? I've destroyed all your arguments already, cock.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna head out then.
Bye, babe. Love you.
I
Love you.
guess I'm gonna have to take this L from your god tier arguments. Peace.
Bye. Love you.
Joe Biden is your president.